week that for a little while there I was kind of falling off with. The Initiative, X-Force, and I know there was another one, but I can't remember. Guardians of the Galaxy, we'll get to that, but there's a few in here that like I really kind of wasn't feeling for a little while there, but as of this week, man, some of these titles, like, don't drop me, bring me back, baby. They're like, you can't quit me. Oh. So, I'm not quitting them. Next up, we got Immortal Weapons, Fat Cobra. I gotta say, this was a very good issue. Really good. Jason Aaron knocked it out the box, y'all. Knocked it out. And there's a bunch of awesome artists involved, including Lark. And then there's a backup story that follows Iron Fist Danny Rand by Swarzynski and Foreman, Travel Foreman. So, cool stuff all around. It's a great issue. You get to see a little bit more about Fat Cobra. Up until now, you've just seen what you saw of him in Iron Fist. In this issue, you get a fully fleshed character. In one issue, you get a character. Before, you got a supporting character. In this now, you got a character that you can invest some emotional stock in, which is pretty neat. So good stuff there. Next up, Green Lantern number 44, Blackest Night tie-in. Cool stuff. We got to see more of the buddy cop Barry and Hal. We got to see him fight Martian Manhunter. Great line in here where he says, I'm as powerful as Superman. Why does everyone forget that? Just awesome stuff, you know. Overall, this has been an awesome crossover so far, or event comic, whichever you want to title it. So if they can keep pace with this, we're all in for a treat. So, yeah. Next up, Wolverine Origins 38. I gotta say, I was kind of on the fence with this one. The art was pretty good. I do enjoy how Omega Red is drawn by this artist, Scott Eaton. It's pretty cool stuff. But there was something about it that's just not there. And then the fact that Wolverine gets in the fight with Omega Red, and you get to that, you know, precarious situation where it's like, alright, he's trapped, should I finish him? And I'm not saying who was trapped, but the other person didn't finish him, and it was kind of like, bullshit. That person will fucking finish him, alright? It's just, that kind of left me wanting, I'm not gonna lie. But overall, it wasn't too bad. I definitely am enjoying Scott Eaton's run on this. It's a lot better than the original stuff that was on the, I think it was Gary Frank. I mean, I know a lot of people like him, but I just really don't enjoy him, little pudgy-faced people things. Just didn't dig it. Alright, next up, Guardians of the Galaxy number 16. Like I said, I really enjoyed this. A lot of that has to do with the art. The art has changed here, and you do get more of a cartoony art. But I gotta say, I really do enjoy it. I'm not always the biggest fan of kind of animation style art in my comics, unless it's, you know, like, I don't know. I don't even know, just like a cartoon style book, even. But it really works here. I mean, it's very beautiful stuff. Let's see who was the artist here. I should have looked that up beforehand, but we all know how terrible I am about being prepared. Wesley Craig is the penciler. He does an amazing job of just backing up Abnett and Lanning and making their script just pop with some beautiful art. So, mad props to Guardians of the Galaxy. You have bought yourself at least another issue. Because one of my main complaints also is it's got the War of Kings tag on it, and it has tied in a lot more than Nova, that's for fuck's sake, sure. But it just, I don't know, the whole War of Kings thing's burning me out, and I'm tired of the comics that are based in the, you know, the space comics, I guess you could say, sci-fi comics. I'm tired of them, like, every few months tying into another event. Just let them breathe, let them grow. I hope that's not Marvel's non-trust, I guess, of the creators on the titles. That's how I take it, is they don't trust them, you know? They're producing good comics, but when you thrust them into these events, and then, you know, they've so far been awesome events, but you get into this one, which I don't think is that good, it really hurts the titles because you tie them all into this not-so-good event, and it reflects poorly on them. Let them breathe, man. Abnett and Lanning got this shit down. Let them go. Let them run. Alright. Some more sci-fi action. We got Starcraft number 1. I was a huge Starcraft fan. I actually, in my Easter basket as a kid, I got a Starcraft I got the first Starcraft game, and I played the shit out of that game for years. I mean, years. So I really loved it. I'm not a big fan, little geek tangent, I'm not a big fan of the new Starcraft idea of putting 3 separate titles out at full price that tie together. I think that shit's weak sauce. I want to play the Terran, the Zerg, and the Protoss all in one. I want it done. I want to get going. I want to be able to just wreck shop and get on battle.net. But you gotta buy 3 parts. Yeah, not a big fan of it. And having said that, not such a big fan of the Starcraft comic. I did pick up issue 2. I have not read it yet. I will read it and pretty much base my opinion on whether or not I'll get 3, or my decision on whether or not I'll get 3 based on number 2. But if anything like 1, nah, not digging it. All right, next up. We got Legion of 3 Worlds, a Final Crisis tie-in, finally coming to an end. Drink time. That drink goes to Jeff Johns and George Perez. Thank you guys. George Perez, as usual, comes through with amazing art. Nobody can draw huge groups of people, much like this man can. Let me just show you the prized pages of this whole issue. Look at that amazing stuff. I mean, just soak that in. Can you imagine just sitting down and having the foresight to just put all of these characters in? I mean, I can't even draw, 50 stick figures that look, unique and make it look nice. This guy draws, I mean, I didn't take time to count the characters. It probably would have taken me forever, but, I mean, George Perez is a master at what he does. I know some people who don't like his art. I think you're crazy. But if you don't like his art, you at least appreciate the fact that he can work a space, okay? Nobody works a space like George Perez and finds a way to fit everything. And he always has background, Mr. Chen. And then Legion of 3 Worlds, it was okay, but goddamn it, we got back Kid Flash and we got back Superboy. And Superboy is one of my favorite characters. Mad props to Legion of 3 Worlds. I wish it would have taken 5 months for 5 issues to come out, but if you get some beautiful pages like you got that spread of George Perez, then hey, it's fucking worth it. Next up, we got Supergirl 43. Supergirl kind of doing what she always does, it seems like, which is, going through a crisis of identity. Supergirl...